In the world of modern spirituality, few names have sparked as much fascination and controversy as David Wilcock. He's become a leading figure in the New Age and UFO communities, reaching millions through books, online lectures, and TV. To his followers, Wilcock is a visionary and spiritual teacher, promising to reveal the universe's deepest secrets. His appeal lies in blending science, ancient history, spirituality, and conspiracy into a single, captivating story. Wilcock claims to channel higher intelligence, positioning himself as a conduit for exclusive, vital information from benevolent extraterrestrials. This narrative offers his audience a sense of belonging and hope for a better future. The internet amplified his reach, allowing him to build a loyal global following through platforms like Divine Cosmos, YouTube, and Gaia TV. His prolific content kept followers engaged, always awaiting the next cosmic revelation. Yet, as his influence grew, so did criticism. Detractors describe him as manipulative, accusing him of spreading misinformation and exploiting his audience for profit. They argue his movement shows cult-like traits, with Wilcock at the center. The stark divide between devoted supporters and harsh critics makes Wilcock a compelling figure. His story is a lens into belief, influence, and the search for truth in the digital age. Understanding his journey means examining the power and peril of charismatic leadership in uncertain times. Wilcock's influence is cemented by his best-selling books, which serve as foundational texts for his followers. Titles like The Source Field Investigations and The Synchronicity Key blend fringe science, ancient prophecy, and spiritual philosophy. He argues for a universal consciousness, the source field, linking quantum physics, sacred geometry, and myth. His books are structured to appear scholarly, filled with citations and scientific jargon, making extraordinary claims seem plausible. Wilcock positions himself as a maverick, challenging mainstream science and history. The Ascension Mysteries, part memoir and part cosmic exposé, details his journey from adversity to spiritual awakening, then expands it into a cosmic battle between good and evil. The Promise, a coming event called Ascension, a collective leap into a golden age of peace and enlightenment. He claims this transformation is prophesied by ancient cultures and is imminent. For readers, his books offer not just information, but hope and a starring role in humanity's greatest story. They are presented as essential guides for navigating a world on the brink of profound change. At the core of Wilcock's teachings is Ascension, a coming evolutionary leap for humanity and the planet. He describes it as a shift to a higher reality, triggered by cosmic energies transforming our DNA and consciousness. This vision of a paradise free from suffering is deeply appealing, especially in troubled times. Wilcock claims benevolent higher forces are guiding this process, assuring followers that a divine plan is unfolding. He teaches that positive service to others attitudes are essential for ascension, while negativity holds people back. Followers are encouraged to meditate and cultivate positive emotions, making them active participants in their own evolution. Critics, however, point to failed prophecies, most notably the 2012 phenomenon, and shifting explanations when predictions don't materialize. Allegations have surfaced that Wilcock attached a price to ascension, offering salvation for a fee. This raises ethical questions about monetizing spiritual hope. The ascension narrative empowers, but also risks exploiting those seeking meaning and transformation. It's a promise of cosmic destiny, one that's both inspiring and controversial. The line between spiritual guidance and manipulation is often blurred. Wilcock's worldview centers on a secret war between benevolent extraterrestrials and a malevolent cabal. He claims Earth is the prize in a galactic conflict, with advanced beings guiding humanity's evolution. The opposing side, dubbed the Deep State or Draco-Reptilians, allegedly manipulates governments and suppresses liberating technologies. This good versus evil narrative simplifies global problems, casting followers as participants in a cosmic struggle. World events, from pandemics to political crises, are reframed as battles in this hidden war. Wilcock's authority grows as he claims insider knowledge from the good side. Followers are encouraged to distrust mainstream information, relying instead on Wilcock's revelations. Questioning his narrative is equated with siding with the enemy, discouraging critical thought. The result, a powerful, self-reinforcing belief system that's difficult to challenge from within. Wilcock's move to Gaia TV elevated his influence, giving his ideas a polished mainstream platform. On shows like Wisdom Teachings, he presented complex theories with the authority of a university lecturer. The serial format kept viewers engaged, turning spiritual speculation into an ongoing saga. Gaia provided global reach and steady income, while Wilcock brought a devoted audience. However, tensions grew as commercial interest clashed with spiritual messaging. Former Gaia insiders like Jay Widener later described the environment as cult-like and manipulative. The partnership's breakdown exposed the risks of mixing enlightenment with entertainment and profit. Wilcock's collaboration with Corey Goode on Gaia's Cosmic Disclosure became a defining and divisive moment. Goode claimed to be a secret space program insider, describing interstellar missions and contact with advanced alien races. Wilcock endorsed Goode's stories, weaving them into his own cosmic narrative. Their partnership fueled a surge in subscribers, as followers treated these tales as breaking news from a hidden reality. Over time, the claims grew more elaborate, blurring the line between fact and fiction. The turning point came when Goode, under oath in a lawsuit, admitted his stories were creative works intended for Hollywood. This revelation shattered the credibility of both men, exposing the constructed nature of their narratives. What many believed to be truth was revealed as fiction. The fallout left followers questioning the very foundation of Wilcock's message. The episode stands as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked belief. As Wilcock's fame grew, so did allegations of plagiarism, manipulation, and financial exploitation. Critics highlight a pattern of failed prophecies, with shifting explanations to maintain belief. Charging fees for spiritual salvation, such as the $333 Ascension offer, is cited as preying on followers' hopes. Documentaries like Dark Alliance investigate how charismatic leaders can profit from unsubstantiated claims. Wilcock is also accused of fostering paranoia, urging followers to distrust mainstream institutions. Any criticism is dismissed as an attack by dark forces, creating an information bubble. This insulates his narrative from scrutiny and deepens followers' dependence. Critics argue these tactics are about control, not truth. The term cult is often used to describe Wilcock's movement, with critics pointing to classic warning signs. He is seen as a charismatic leader claiming special knowledge, discouraging dissent, and fostering dependency. Followers are taught to accept his words as truth, equating doubt with spiritual failure. Information is tightly controlled, with outside sources discredited and only Wilcock's narrative trusted. This creates psychological isolation and an us versus them mentality. The promise of ascension is paired with fear of a dark alternative, deepening emotional dependence. Wilcock is positioned as the sole guide to salvation. This dynamic keeps followers loyal and less likely to question or leave. The result is a closed system where belief is maintained through fear, hope, and social pressure. David Wilcock's story is a cautionary tale for the digital age. He demonstrates how grand conspiracies and hidden truths can thrive online, bypassing traditional scrutiny. Unlike verified whistleblowers, Wilcock and Goode offered unverifiable stories, later revealed as fiction. Their narratives blur the line between hope and manipulation, exploiting the human need for meaning and certainty. Wilcock's appeal lies in offering simple answers and a sense of belonging to those feeling lost. His legacy warns of the dangers of charismatic leaders who sell certainty at a price. It underscores the need for critical thinking and discernment in an era of rampant misinformation. The saga highlights the responsibility that comes with influence, and the harm when it's abused. Navigating the space between faith and skepticism has never been more vital. Wilcock's rise and fall remind us to question, investigate, and think for ourselves.